Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Zack TV. Today's story will leave you speechless, a mother's survival journey through death, disaster, and destiny. Let's dive right in. The story begins in a world torn by crisis. Due to a severe shortage of food and water, Spain and nearby countries launched a horrific extermination plan. The government first ordered the elimination of elderly citizens. After 7 months, the target shifted to children and pregnant women. The army was ordered to kill them before they were born. To survive, people spent their life savings and fled to other areas illegally. Among them was Nick and his wife, Mian. With the help of an agent, they boarded a container under cover of night. The container held other pregnant women and children. A woman made a small hole for air, easing their suffocation. Through this small opening, Mian witnessed a world on fire, protests on the streets, police brutality, pregnant women and children locked in cages. Inside the container, Nick gave a chocolate bar to Mian, a fleeting moment of sweetness in a bitter world. But chaos soon broke in. When the container door opened, a new crowd rushed in, and in the commotion, Nick got separated. A bald, muscular man took control by firing a warning shot and announced that another truck was ready. Everyone had to board peacefully, but Nick was left behind. When he tried to re-enter, he was pushed away by guards. Mian watched helplessly. Nick ended up in a different container, green number 107. They talked on the phone. He promised to return but warned Mian, "Don't trust anyone." At a military checkpoint, soldiers began inspecting their container. Goods were arranged to look innocent, but the soldiers grew suspicious. A senior officer eventually ordered his men to open fire. Bullets sprayed, though luckily not hitting the huddled group. Then the officer re-entered, speaking gently, asking them to surrender peacefully. He claimed he could help them avoid death. Just as Mian considered stepping out, a girl nearby opened a panel. Without hesitation, the officer shot her dead. Then he ordered mass execution of the remaining immigrants. Mian hid on a wooden box. She held her breath until the container doors closed and soldiers left, looting their belongings. She immediately tried to message Nick, "Stay safe." No reply. Later, the container was loaded onto a ship. She discovered a bag behind a box. It had an electric saw, water bottle, a phone, and a glow stick. Mian had no idea how vital these would be. One night, a terrible storm struck. Waves capsized the ship. Mian passed out. When she awoke, she was floating in seawater inside the half-submerged container. She noticed water pouring in from the bullet holes. She used yellow tape to block them temporarily. With a knife, she opened boxes. One had hoodies, another a TV and headphones. No food. Then came the worst moment. She spotted container 107 sinking into the sea. Nick's container. Panic set in. She tried calling him all day, but no response. In despair, she put a knife to her wrist. But then, her unborn baby kicked. That kick changed everything. She looked at her deceased daughter's photo and swore she would survive for her unborn child. She patched more holes with rubber from airtight boxes, used a TV pipe to drain out water. She marked water levels with yellow tape. Eventually, the Nokia phone rang. It was Nick. He had been dropped from the truck earlier and survived. He promised to save her, but the phone died mid-call. That night, her labor began. Alone, scared, hungry, Mian gave birth to a baby girl. But her body was too weak to produce milk. She had to escape. She used the electric drill to cut the container, but the drill failed mid-job. The child's cries echoed in the dark. She sang to calm her baby. Her frustration peaked. She tried to use the knife. Less effective. Wounded, thirsty, and broken, she nearly gave up. Then, a whale passed by. At first, she was terrified, but the whale meant no harm. Water levels rose. She had no tools. Her phone was dead. Thirst maddened her. She nearly drank seawater, but stopped herself. Then, it rained. She collected rainwater. That saved her life. Soon she remembered the cola can and used it to create a charge for the drill. With motherly strength, she finally cut through the iron wall. But outside was nothing but ocean. Still, her baby's face gave her hope. She saw fish gather when she threw the dirty diaper in the water. She crafted a fishing rod using screws and string, but failed. Then came an idea: make a net using headphone wires. Next morning, she caught a fish. Food at last. But the container still leaked. She had to remove water constantly. She wrote letters, sealed them in her lunchbox, and released them into the sea, hoping someone would find them. She told her baby stories. She promised never to lose hope. Then one final call from Nick. He was shot while hiding in a container. He wasn't going to make it. Mian cried but remained strong. Water reached dangerous levels. She shifted her daughter outside, used a sponge stick to absorb water, created a makeshift distillation system to make drinkable water. One day a seagull flew by. That meant land was near. She built a sail, but the container cracked. It was sinking. Mian dove to fix the leak, but got entangled in a rope underwater. Choking, struggling, she cut the rope and barely made it back. But her baby was missing. Then, the whale returned. Mian panicked, but the whale did not harm her. Instead, it nudged the floating baby back towards Mian. The baby cried, and Mian rushed to her. The whale saved them. The next morning, she signaled using glass and sunlight to a fishing boat. Seagulls swarmed around her. The crew saw her. They pulled her and the baby onto the boat. Rescued. Finally. She motioned to hold her child. Her husband was gone, but her daughter lived. That's what mattered. This journey had tested every fiber of her being. She lost love. She fought death. But she survived for her daughter. Now she would rebuild her life for Noya. And that was the unbelievable tale of survival against all odds. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is Zack TV, bringing stories that stay with you forever. Peace out.